So I may have made a mistake giving Al Pacino those beans yesterday. He's back. He's back and he's brought so many more Pacinos. I don't know what to do. I think I read an ancient Pacino lore that he wants love, and I don't know how to give him that. I found this penguin, says I love you on it, and I'm gonna try to give it to him. I think maybe this will work. I think maybe this will work and we can play. I'm gonna throw it down the hallway here. You don't want to see what's about to go on. So many. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You need to sleep at night. You need to be able to sleep at night. You need to be able to close your eyes. You can't be seeing that. I know that he just wants love, but why does it have to be me? Why do I have to love Al Pacino? Why can't it be you? When will this nightmare end? What? I think they took it. All right, well, let's go on to the next chapter.
All right, so welcome back to the fray. We're going to get the bridge up, and we're going to get the second part of the city done in today's video, or at least started. I want to get the second part going out. We're already getting to a point where our population is significantly increasing. We can hold about 108 folk over here, and I have 2 houses with plans for maybe some more housing along the roadway as we expand this direction. But right now, things are pretty darn good. We have everything that we need. We have a whole warehouse dedicated to wool, cloth, and clothing. We're going to need more stalls now for the clothing. And we're going to need to start progressing in other areas, like getting a goods market. Let's get this extended village edict. I do actually like the idea of getting stone bridges. Get this labor privilege. All right. I really like to get these edicts whenever you can, because they do help out quite a bit. So for the second one we're doing, we're going to get the upkeep of production buildings. Parts are decreased by 50%. It's a good one. And down here for our empty slot, I'm thinking labor buildings decreased by 50%, or sorry, by 25% upkeep. Yep, that's the one we're going for. So we're going to go for those to try to reduce the cost of certain things, but we're getting 213 from the tavern, which is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good indeed. So everything is going very well for us. We're going to start promoting people here soon. That's why we wanted to get that extra stall out here. So let's recruit these individuals, and then let's go down to our stalls. Village market. We're going to get ourselves up a good stall, and we're going to sell shirts. It's, not very hard to do. There we are. And while we're down here, let's also get up another, because we're going to want to get 2 food types like cheese or maybe even bread in this area at some point, so we'll want to have that option available. So let's just go ahead and get that going too. You can see here we're starting to store a lot. Now I'm going to start like we're just going to go crazy on boards, like I'm going to be honest, or planks I should say. We're going to need hundreds upon hundreds, so I'm just going to start mass storage of planks for the later game upgrades that we're going to need. This is really smart. Every time I play this game, I learn a new way of like preparing myself for these bottlenecks, and this is one. We're also going to need a spot for polished stone, so I might have to pull back just one promise there, but yeah, we'll need some polished stone areas. At some point, we may even want to have a stone enterprise. You need a pretty good amount of stone to do stone walls and stone everything else. So the bridges are working fantastic. I'm not really seeing any issues. We do have a road, as you can see, that's going through this area. So if we're going to start doing housing over here, we're going to want to have to, be a little intelligent about it. And this is going to be hard. All right, so we're going to do half plots if we can. Pretty similar to what we got going on over there. And we have another stone over here. So yeah, it doesn't look like anyone really wants to move in over here. I think we're going to need to buy some areas out. So I'm going to just start preemptively removing certain resources over here. So we're going to need this area that we already have, plus these 2 areas, if we want to effectively get our housing out. So I know this is going to be an expensive endeavor for us, but it's going to be worth it. So a lot of this is going to be converted into growing bread. So let's go over here. We want to make sure we're buying farming, and we want to buy wheat farm improvements, and we're going to keep it there. Now, you can actually take a farm out to a pretty serious amount, like up to 7. I've seen people, though, other players doing 5, taking their workers out to 5 and then leaving it there, that they have more farms with more condensed workforces. And I think that there might be some intelligence there, because you can get a lot more work out of them if they don't have to go as far away when they're harvesting, but at the same point, that's all they do is farm. So they're like, does it really matter? Might not. I don't know. I've often wondered why people go with the 5 farmers over the 7 farmers. Maybe it's just preference of theirs. To be honest, I'd have to play around with testing out each of them, but I'm sure it's actually like a little cheaper in some regards because you don't have to worry about all those upgrades. But we're gonna have a really nice area. We're gonna have a granary. We're gonna have all that jazz. But things are going up really well over here, so we just need to continue pumping out pretty much everything we got. We got a decent industrial area. I'm getting better and better at organizing my industrial areas, and it's getting easier. So over here we have our butcher, and we have, you know, our granary that has a spot for berries and 2 spots for berry brews and a lot of spot for meat. And we need to upgrade. Oh yeah, we need to get someone in here, but we need to upgrade these individuals in here to commoners as soon as possible. That's going to help us out tremendously. So as soon as I can get shirts off into the market, we're going to be in a lot better shape. All right, it's already saying that housing is insufficient. Interestingly enough, they're kind of prioritizing this one bridge. I don't know if they'll ever prioritize 2 bridges. Be interesting to see how that evolves, but yeah, we'll be in good shape. Now, I would love to get the second area out in a stone wall. So I will want to get into tier 3 city fortifications. That's probably going to be the easiest way for me to get to them stone walls. So a couple things we need to look at is 150 splendor and 100 prosperity. Well, we can get there pretty close. We just got to keep building things up, and we're kind of naturally progressing towards that way anyway. All right, and this house is downgrading because it's not getting enough patrols, but that's kind of not true. Like, I think what happens is, yeah, it lost its edge. There we go. Wondering what was going on there. Perfect. All right, we're in good shape. Things are fine. And so we might have another church over on this side of the road. It's going to be difficult because there is a main road going through here, so we'll just try not to build houses on that spot. But let's keep moving along. So this part's going to be probably the hardest to get up, in terms of just people not really wanting to live here quite yet. So what we're going to want to do is see if we can get this done. Now, they will take housing plots closest to where they work. So that could be a problem if we get... So we're going to have to kind of like figure out where we want to put things. So I think what I'm going to do is use the forbidden tool to kind of map out spacing for the new residential area. So up to here, right? And then we can kind of, you know, we can kind of just wall it. Primarily, though, I do need to figure out how I'm going to lay things out. I think that this is probably pretty good right here. And then, yeah, some of this stuff will be like this. Boom, 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 boom. And then boom, boom, boom. And then we'll have a wall around these parts. This isn't bad. I mean, we could also even just like start pre-walling this in. But this is kind of what I'm thinking. And then in the middle here, we can do another church. This will leave quite a bit of room. That's one house, one house. We should probably give ourselves just a little bit of wiggle room in case I want to do 2 houses on this side, which I'm thinking I do. So this is kind of what I'm thinking for the residentials here. Now, we should actually try to have it line up a little bit with its counterpart. So, yeah, housing down here, housing here, housing here, and then whatever we want. Perfect. Okay, so we kind of have it all done there. The second part's just going to be getting the walls up and things like that, but that can come much, much later. So now that I have this all situated, we can use our visibility tool, and we can do not the fortifications, the zoning area tool. So all of this we know is going to be potential for farming. So let's purchase another region. And let's start getting wheat farms. Now, we want our wheat farms to be centralized. I think this is like why I think people are using smaller farms. Because it's like the wheat farm is 4 tools, 20 boards. It's really not that expensive. But realistically speaking, you could just have a couple of farms like so. And you're more or less going to be pretty well off. And we're going to need an industrialized area for this. Where I think like an area like this comes into play where it's a little dead. So we're going to need a granary. I think this is a fine spot. We're going to need a windmill. And you can see that we're really bringing in the like money. We're bringing in an enormous amount of money right now. And we're going to need a bakery. All right, cool. So we can have all that stuff kind of right here. We can have the walls kind of go past this point. I think this is going to be great. And we'll probably have like a set of church or something like that over there. Just need to wait for a little bit of money to come in, but you can see the tavern's bringing in most of our money. Taxes. It doesn't look like we have our tax office doing its job. Okay. I need to get my tax office up. That's right, I haven't got it up. I'm thinking back to my last gameplay. That's the danger of starting too many freaking games in a row. You can't precisely remember everything that you do. All right, so treasury and the tax office. So the tax office, we can have really anywhere. We have this whole area over here. I like the idea of having the tax office kind of like right next to all the housing in here. So we're just going to place our tax office, honestly, right here. I want it to be kind of cool. So I want it to look a little nice. You know, we got to have the chickens. Got to have our therapy chicken. Okay. And we'll make a little door. Put down a couple benches. Just, you know, make it look like people want to come here occasionally. And maybe put a couple shrubs. Call it a day right there. Just need a little bit of cash. All right. Well, one of the hallmarks of me is just I'm very impatient. So let's shake the town down for some cash and let's get this show on the road, right? Get all of these things up and building. I'm actually even gonna put. I know I have builders like kind of all over the place, but I think I'm gonna place a builder right over here. And let me see, where do I want to put this? This is in a bad spot right here, actually. So we're gonna put a builder over here. That will create demand for workplaces. What we need to be careful of is that they don't create roads. So that's why this is going to be hard. I think this will be the first housing and residential area. So that should work out pretty well. Eventually, I will have a bridge across this way if we have more industry over there, which would make a lot of sense. But the concept here is to have a nice little juncture of industries, and it looks like they're using the bridge fine, so we're not having any pathfinding issues. There's a lot to do over here. So if I want to at least do 5, I think, yeah, so look at that. It costs 5 tools to get 2 more workers, but a farm costs 4. So that is interesting. That is interesting. I wonder if that's why people are doing it, is that tool cost. I mean, it's a lot of boards and it's a lot of tools. But let's try it. Let's try it. This will increase us by 50. And this will increase our total... Oh, sorry. The worker capacity is 5 and 10 boards. That's not bad. So it's like 1 more tool, but it's less everything else. But I'm just really curious as to why I see a lot of people using this strategy. Like, there's got to be something to it. You definitely, in my opinion, want to increase your storage of any good, especially the grain, which is pretty excessive. We're going to try to keep a small footprint on these gents over here. We'll get that going. Perfect. All right, so we have our granary up. So over here, we're going to do wheat, flour, and bread, just like so. And we can expand this as necessary. I'm not going to put any workers or anything over in here quite yet. All right. So what do we got? 3? All right. Well, I want to get things going, so I'm going to start kind of painting this area. But we want to keep everything as center as possible. Too large, perfect. That'll be great for the 2 people. So, now the hard part is, where do I actually want to start my housing? I figure what we'll do is just leave the forbidden zones up while we start painting houses. Now, hopefully, that will keep the roads out of there, but you never know. So I'm hoping that they'll take the bait and they'll start building houses over here. It says housing is insufficient. So you think they would be all aboard. So that should be sufficient for a housing plot. And that should be all that's needed. And we could just use the smallest space possible between these points to create a separation. Cool. And that will be the second house, and that will actually line up a little bit better than what we got going on over here. I'm not seeing what I want to see here. So we'll just keep continuing to expand until we start seeing houses go up. Perfect. Hoping I can get some houses in the mix here. All right, it looks like these houses went up. Perfect. So, unfortunately, something weird's going on over here. That's okay. Okay. All right. So, it's important as we connect these forbidden zones. We don't want anybody coming in here at all. So, connect all these. Big old forbidden pot. And, yeah, things are in good shape. All right, so those two guys are going because they're closest. Part of me is wondering if I even want a house right here anyway. That's where the bridges come. So the church, I think the churches and stuff would look better here. So yeah, we can go a different direction with this. All right, forbidden. So let's try putting a house in a weird way, kind of like this. See if we can get a house going sideways here. One day these people will be nice to me. There we go. We got that house going sideways. Perfect. So, again, we can get rid of the forbidden here. So we're going to have a gap for a road in between. I think what we're going to have is this be kind of like a sideways housing plot area. Let's keep going with this. This is looking good. Over one. All right. Housing insufficient. That's what I like to see. I want my housing to be insufficient because I want them to build houses. All right. And we need to make sure that we maintain good employment. All right, so there was 4 more. All right, cool. Adequately sized. So you can see with 5, I think this is why people are using 5, is that you do get a really good amount of land for how many people you have. Too large, so perfect. All right, so they like that. Resource removal, you just want to clear this area. I can see it. I can see why people use 5. It is actually pretty darn good. So, same concept with this gent. Actually, hold up. Don't want to get too close. Do this. Alright, we'll do this, and then we'll expand off of that. We have enough for 5. We just need to keep recruiting. This is going to be great, I think. We're going to have a lot of farms, so we'll try the 5 farm plots. And see if that leads us to any awesomeness, but time will tell. Time will tell. They're a bit far away from all of the resources, so it will be a little interesting. We'll need to get a whole new market area out for food and clothing over here too. And it's kind of why I want to have a bridge. I kind of feel like we could have some more grain over here, because we could have all of our grain storage and production centralized here, and lead out more and more stuff over there, and then have a bridge so that they have access to market stalls here or market stalls over there. Just try to really reduce that distance that they have to travel. All right. Yeah, this is looking good. I think we're going to be in good shape here. You could probably even cut some of this walls over in this part. All right, let's see what else we got on the docket here. We don't have a house in this part over here yet, but we have houses over here and over here, so that's good. Still giving us that housing insufficient. There we go, finally. All right, next goal is to get the housing over in this area. So we're just going to keep going a little bit at a time. Eventually, I mean, this is going to be a really big area. I don't want anyone doing roads that way, so we're gonna do that for now. All right, that should be big. Oh, look at that. We got 2 more. We got 2 more houses, because they will build houses. They like to stay close to where they work. So it is easy. And look at that right there. That's a perfect. That's why I wanted to try this 2 sideways and then the one's right here. This is awesome. All right, so that should give us another 2 houses right there. When they'll go up, I have no idea. But we got lots of houses over here. Realistically speaking, the forbidden zone should be around the places we don't want them to travel to. All right, so just these 2 spots, and we got that whole side ready. That'll be great, because those jobs are definitely very much needed. Now, it's we got to keep an eye on... I wish there was an auto-recruit feature. That's the one thing I really wish they had in this game. Tax office will get into play here in a little bit. We're not quite at a point where taxes are even that great. And we're going to turn off the zoning areas now. We're doing great. We got a really good immigration rate, though. So that will help us out a lot. Perfect. Okay. So like I said, over here, we've got a spot for bread. And we got a spot for shirts. Get 2 people in there. So I don't forget. So there's going to be an inefficiency over here. So here's the deal, though. Farmers are serfs. And serfs are easy. They eat one food. It can be berries. It can be fish. Fish is probably like the easiest thing to do. So we're going to have people working over here. We're going to have people working over there. This is where it gets a little tricky because it's like, where do we want to put our market stalls? And I don't think it's entirely too tricky, but let's see. Okay, now I got to turn it back on. All right, yeah. So I think the market makes a whole lot of sense centralized here, right across the street. I mean, even these guys can come and get it, but we can always move market stalls at a later point. I think I'm going to place them right here along the road. I kind of like this road right here. It's a neat road. So people can get food. We're definitely going to need to get a well up. We'll get a well up right here too. Perfect. This is fantastic. Okay. So we'll get some basic stuff going. This place is doing fantastic. Let's get both people here. Oh, wow. It's still too large. That's perfect. So we're going to shave this part off until it says that it's not. There we go. So we got room for more, or we can go into wood production over here too. But all right, we got 2 farms going. And so that should supply everything that we need over here. Now we just need a huge industry for all of this. So we're going to get the bread production going over here. This is going to be our grain empire. There's potential for some other industries over here. You can see our prosperity is actually going up quite significantly. So our the stone mason hut improvement might be a good idea. We're going to have to really get into some stone here in a bit with the city fence. We're probably going to have to build a massive Scrooge McDuck bank here pretty soon because I am starting to make a lot of money. So we're at that stage where, yeah, we want to think about the future. So the Great Hall needs a bailiff. So let's put a bailiff right here. Perfect. I'm also going to have an entryway for it just to make it look nice. And why not? A nice little guard tower. There we go. And then in the back, we're going to do a treasury. And we need to make sure that this treasury is sufficient. It needs to be a rather large treasury. I want to be able to store at least a couple thou. I'll settle for 1,000 right now. But all right, 870, 960. All right, these need to be similar heights. Okay, 960, 1,050. There we go. That looks good to me, except for that looks awful. So, okay. Yeah, I don't want to have things too tall. Like, having tall buildings is cool, but having, like, freakishly tall buildings, I think, just kind of ruins it, the whole aesthetic. And I should just use the shift. All right. There we go. That will give us 1560. Perfect. Okay. And I'm not sure what other decorations I could use to make this look any better. Probably none. Okay. We're going to get that going, though. That'll be great. And we have the tax office right here. We have 2 people who are unemployed. Like I said, there is so much to do here. Let's get 1 person into the transport. We'll just start massing the wheat for now and hoping that these people can get enough. But it's a pretty labor-intensive enterprise, as you can see. Got 10 people on a whole farm. Cheese is probably one of the easier ones, but we're going to get into that. We're going to get into more meat, more cheese. The main thing is we need to have 2 types of refined foods. That's going to be hard. Looks like housing is starting to go up. Oh, no wonder they can't build there. We'll need to do a resource removal there. And that invites us to start filling out housing in this area over here now. So we're going to have houses like such here. And we'll just go until they start building. Same concept. Kind of need to keep everybody on board. Cool. That's more than enough room for them to build. So we'll just keep plugging away over there. We're not really getting many immigrants as I need. I can start pulling them in by selecting this mandate. I need 20 labor influence to keep inviting. We'll get to a point where that's possible. It's actually possible right now, but they're in the middle of building something. I don't know why it's not letting me. Oh, I need my bailiff. That's right. So we're getting the bailiff. Okay. Tax office, like I said, we'll just hold off on that for now. We're getting most of the money that we need. All right, and the wheat production should be skyrocketing here momentarily. Forbidden zone, we want to make sure that that goes the whole way. Our territory upkeep isn't too bad, but it's still not great. All right, come on. Build me a house. Yeah, we'll get there. I need to produce more jobs over here. So let's get the windmill going. The more people I put into work over here, the easier it's going to be for me to summon these houses. People want to live next to where they work. The best way to kind of figure out where your issues are is to go to your villagers and look for red exclamations. So, unable to find a house where he works, this patroller. So, you come over to him. So, there's no housing over here. And that's important, because just because you have enough houses doesn't mean that you have to have the houses near where the jobs are. So, it's good to have a little bit of breathing room. So, we need to employ people to create the local demand for the housing over here. And that's one good thing about the farms. One good thing. So over here, I'm going to create another patrol area to upgrade a house so that that individual can find housing. And like I said, we have other areas where we can put people. Right now, we have an enormous amount of alcohol. It's crazy when you don't eat berries and like you just eat fish, how much food you got. Like, I have a lot of berries. I might have to rethink that. And I can always switch from fish to berries if I'm in a pinch. So I'm not entirely too worried. Okay, we got 3 individuals. All right, so the granary I think is fantastic. The baker we'll get with 1. Windmill we're going to get up now with 3 people in it. And the baker's got its 1. Hoping that will create the demand for housing. Looks like they've met some of it. But once we get that going, we'll be in good shape. We're going to push, and we're going to try to get to 100, the city market, city fortifications. I might do a city market at some point. They are pretty cool. It might actually make sense to do a city market over here, but we'll see. And over here, we're going to sell... You know what? We're going to do berries over here since we have so many berries right now. And I'm going to pull 1 individual out of the granary. And I'm going to throw them into this market stall. And why are these guys off? Okay. Taking screenshots. Always taking screenshots. Perfect. Alright, we got a lot of good things. Got a lot of good things going on here. Alright, we got our bailiff now. Happiness is less impacted by 10%. Job learning speed increased. Great price bonus of 10% from villages of clergy, kingdom, and labor. So what I've been told about this is that this 10% goes up based on the splendor of the area. But I don't know how true that is. That's just what I've been told. So it says 10%, but supposedly we're supposed to get a bonus based off of beautification. So, or not beautification, sorry, but the splendor. Oh yeah, but it has to be off the bailiff office. Someone told me it was off the Great Hall. It isn't. It's off the bailiff office. So the more we beautify this bailiff office, the more. So this is kind of BS. So if I were to do this right here, nope. That's not what I want to do. I want to do it on the bailiff office. If I were to spam a shitload of bushes right here, I have 493. So watch this, guys. Yeah, someone was telling me about this. This is super broken. I can't imagine it's gonna be here forever. Oh, we got common paths here. 94% trade price bonus. I just doubled the value of goods. And I can just keep going. I can just keep going with that. So you can make trade very lucrative. And look at that, we got city fortifications. Woo! We're moving on up. So yeah, we're going to need a bunch of stone. This is what I'm kind of talking about, though. It's just like, we're at that stage of the game now where it's, we're in Silly Town. We're in Silly Town. So we're going to need to get another stone cutter up. And we're going to need to take the stonemason's hut. Yeah, increase its core. But most importantly, we want to increase the total worker capacity. Alright, I think this will work. We're going to try to kind of morph it into some stuff over here. Oh, give me 2 more workers here. Alright, meet there. Looks like we're losing a few people. That's alright. We got it going on. That's the most important thing. Oh yeah, we got to get the stone coming in a lot faster now. We're going to need a lot of stone for the walls. And yeah, we're still not getting housing up over here. Housing is insufficient over here, so... Alright, I think it's time. I think it's time. Just do it. Get the whole freaking area up. And, I mean, we got lots of money. Like I said, we got... With that bailiff, we're getting a 94% trade bonus. It's pretty stupid. And... keeps telling me the villager's path is blocked, but then it goes away. Alright, look at that. We got 2 more slots for this individual here. Yeah, we just need a whole lot of people. And our immigration's really, really high right now. So we're just going to continue to recruit everybody that comes in. Looks like grain production is off to a slightly rocky start. We got bread. We'll be able to open up some more trade routes here to actually go and make sure that we have every trade route possible. And we can start selling some stuff. Buying more stuff. Good to get those trade routes up. I've never really focused too much on trade simply because on the aspect of selling. Simply because of the tavern. And just being able to attract a lot of money. And money doesn't really present itself as an issue, honestly, at the late stage of the game. You usually have a lot of it. Alright, stonemasons are going strong. We're going to need to start upgrading people. I'm waiting till I have a good... I need to get a second refined food. Oh my god, do you see how much wheat we have? It's so much easier, this game. It's so much easier in the lower difficulties. Like, so many resources. Cool. Well, we're going to be big and strong. We're going to be big, strong boys. Very good. Alright, well, alcohol production has peaked. That's great. Public lounge, service counter. Nothing consumed this week? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, there's no demand for alcohol because they're all peasants. It's the commoners who want to drink. Okay. So yeah, we're going to have to start upgrading people here pretty soon. I think we might actually be able to get away with just the 1 refined food as long as I have alcohol. I think so. I think we're going to take a chance. We can store up to 2,000 gold now. So that's going to really help. Let's go to select mandates. All right, you can see we got a lot of good things going on here. And we can get labor points with money, which is really, really nice. We're going to start promoting anybody we can now. So this is going to lead to a massive productivity boom. It's also going to lead to some of these houses upgrading. And that's going to hurt because we're going to need a lot of boards. But I've been preparing for that. We have 269 boards. We should be in good shape. Alright, we're doing great. We just need to keep an eye out on our recruitment. Alright, we got a few more individuals now. The bakery definitely needs to get cracking up. We got 3 people there. Need to get more people in the granary. The windmill has 3 people. That's good. But yeah, the fibers seem to be doing pretty awesome, actually. I'm not going to lie. They seem to be doing a great job. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. I think the upkeep... Well, let's see. The upkeep on this is 4. Not bad. So our population's going up pretty dang fast. This could become a problem. We eat a lot of fish. As you expand and I have more commoners, well, the commoners are going to want 2 types of nice food, right? So I'm going to need more meat. I'm going to need more everything. One of the main buildings I need to get people from... So the butchers are great. They're already upgraded, so that's fantastic. But we're going to need another butcher. Most assuredly, we're going to need another butcher. I'm going to put him right here. Perfect. All right, we have plenty of pigs. We probably should get another hunter, though. You can see we're doing solid numbers over there. We do have pigs over here that we can start getting. So, I mean, I might as well. The granary will come and get the pigs, so wherever I have it is fine. So, yeah, I think we're going to do a guy right here. This area is going to expand. This is going to be great. A lot of this we actually need to start getting forested. So, we want to forest all of this. Let me come down to my guy. Now, we have the forester that I want focused on where we're doing our logging industry. And then there's a forester over here that I think we're going to use to do the rest of this. So, yeah, because he needs to fill it all in. And then we can destroy him, because we're not going to be cutting that stuff down. We just want to make sure it's full so we get boar spawns. All right, perfect. All right, we got 2 more individuals that can come to work. Bakery at full. Let's put another individual into the granary. All right, that should get the bread production going. I'm just waiting for this stupid house to show up, and it's not. So, whatever. All right, I'm gonna start getting plots up. Oh, see that? I taunted it. It heard me taunt it. Okay, we're gonna try to get this area over here a little bit more dense. I want to get 3s. I want to get 3 of these houses up over here. Perfect. I might have to taunt it one more time, but it should work. We'll have the walls, and then, yeah, this area over here is going to be a lot bigger. I think I'll have the houses going this way. Perfection. We just need to continue to get workers and demand over here. Now, this could become an issue in a little bit, but I think we're okay for now. Things are looking up. Got great alcohol production. Fantastic. I need to get this second butcher up. We need to keep up with meat production, and I also need to get this second hunter up. All right, so these individuals are going to go into meat. We need to keep these people fed. They will go crazy if I do not feed them. Perfect. I don't care about taxes so much right now. All right, and you don't get the negatives from having high taxes if you don't tax anybody. Woo! Who would have thought? All right. All right, so we got that going. That's great. So the area that I want this guy to reforest is all of this. I want all of this area over here forested. That hunter's going to need it. It doesn't look like I can forest the areas where I have the sheep, so you need to forest before you sheep. So we'll have to think about that one. But we're doing great. Things are getting up very well. Houses are getting up. This is fantastic. So let's still keep a forbidden zone around here so they don't do any roads. I have a lot of area over here. Look at this. All this area over here. There's a lot of potential over here for more farmland. So we'll probably do a couple more farms. Probably just do farms all the way around this thing, to be honest. It's going to be really productive. We may not even have to go out that far to get... we probably need about 5 of these and we're set. So yeah, we'll have farms all the way around. Might have some other stuff over here. Maybe more sheep. Maybe sheep in that direction. We'll play it by ear. There's a lot of possibilities here. And it does seem like the second... Okay, they are using the other bridge. I was getting a little upset. I was like, why aren't they using that bridge? I built them this cool bridge. Oh man, the boards are already... We're already going down in boards. Okay. So let's pop out of that view. You can see some of the beautified houses are already up. Looks like majority of the houses are in tier 2, so that's perfect. Medium density. All right. We got this individual over here. Things are really good. Just need to keep people coming in. I think we're going to be fine. Look at that, 213, 235 in the tavern. The tavern's just pumping. It's just pumping money. All right, we got a lot of wool. Eventually, we're going to have to figure some stuff out. I'm most likely going to keep all my wool in production over here. I think it's smart to keep your industries very sectioned, because then you can have a whole warehouse dedicated to it. It just seems to work out. All right, we got some more peeps. Let's put someone into the forester camp over there. I want to make sure that everything over here is running at max capacity. Granary to full. Bakery's at full. The mill. I think the mill can definitely use a couple more people. All right, cool. They got one of the houses there. Like I said, they build closer to where they're working. Cool, we got that house. This is all coming together great. Okay. And so these houses, I'm trying to like make this look kind of like how a medieval city planner would have it. And, you know, it's all going to come up and it's all going to look nice. I mean, like, I think this looks nice, personally. This looks great. But that's kind of the thing is like you don't build... You're building in a grid, but you're building in sections rather than a formal like brick, right? I'm building one grid line at a time. And that adds kind of like that authentic feel to it. Like when you look at a medieval city map, you'll notice they do build in grids, but like there's these slight little turns and like all these kind of like human elements that make it look a little bit more natural rather than like a board cube. Like, so, but it's coming along really well. And it's going to look great when I have both sides of this. You can see it. You can just imagine this on the other side over here. But we're going to have it at a stone, hopefully. We do have stone walls now, right? Yes. All right, yeah, we do have the city wall. The city wall, I should say. Okay. With that in mind, we can start. City wall. Oh, this provides heavy passive fortification. Right on. I don't think it provides, so this is what I don't understand. If I have this wall here, right? The wood wall. And then I also do a heavy wall around it. Will I be able to get the passive and heavy fortification? I would say yes. And you actually, I think, don't even have to have gates. Just kind of interesting. So what I want to know, yeah, because it's like, how am I going to get the light fortification in this area is the question that I have. Without building, you know, the village wall that way. All right, so I think what we're going to do is give ourselves some spacing in case I need to do that. Now we got to remember, click over here. Want snap points. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. I want to line these up. I'm not going to have it go across the lake, but I want to have it lined up. So that's not bad. 38 stone, 19 shape stone. This really isn't that expensive. I do actually like it being right where it is, too. This I did not really think to... I did not do this well enough. Okay. I think we're okay, actually. We just got it in. Okay, perfect. This section of the city is going to be a little different. Let's just get this much done over here. That will be quite a lot to get done. All right, all this can be there we go. Cool. Perfection. I keep saying housing is insufficient, but you know what? It won't be for long. But yeah, if we need to, we can do... I mean, we could do this around the whole dang thing for both of them. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I would think that it should give both light and heavy. It's kind of silly. But, you know, like you could have light around your housing and then heavy around everything else, and it would look kind of natural. Like layers between, you know, layers within layers kind of thing. I think that's kind of what they were hoping you would do with your designs, but we'll see. Like I said, this is gonna take them a bit. 37 shape stone. I mean, we've got it. We've got it going on. We got it going on big time. That's why I ramped up stone production. I think we'll be able to do the majority of this. I think for over here, I'm gonna use a heavy tower. I didn't pre-plan enough for it to have the right fortifications, but there's certain things we can do. I mean, you can do a C shape too. Like we could do another wall layer around it, but further out to make it look a little cooler. Just kind of what am gravitating towards. Like buy this, buy this and then wrap it around. We'd have to move a couple things, but it could look pretty cool. There's a lot of good options here. All right, well, let's keep going. Yeah, I like the village fortifications. These actually look pretty cool. We're doing fantastic. We just need to keep it going. We need to keep creating jobs is what we need to do. All right, there we go. That's fine. We just need to keep employing people. I like the way that the small town looks a lot. I like how everything is set up here. All right, we got berries over here. We're running out of boars. We're eating a lot more refined foods now. Okay, and they're doing an okay job. They got a lot of boars around them. I think the lack of housing over here is the real issue. So let's get another house right up here on the road. Yeah, I want to make sure that they have good living conditions over here. Well, if they ever decide they want a house over here, there's a spot for it. A little bit of a wonky foundation, but that's okay. All right, he's doing great. We're gonna have a church over here at some point. Everything over here is pretty decent. Let's see. Looks like we could definitely use more windmills. All right, we got bread coming. This is the hard part, is I gotta come all the way over here for bread. They seem to be doing okay though. Like they're keeping up with it. I'll probably destroy one bridge and replace it with the stone bridge at some point. That's actually a nice thing about having two bridges, is I can destroy one and replace it, and then destroy the other and replace it without having to jeopardize the two communities. Eventually, I do want to replace those bridges with stone, just because they look cooler. But bread's coming in really well. Oh wow, we have three people. All right, well let's start taxing. I don't even need to. I don't even need to tax them. We're just gonna start buying everything. You know, cheese. I'm not quite ready. I'm not quite ready for some of this stuff. Fourth labor privilege, milling taxes for sure. We can make money there. Money, realistically, to me, is what can I do with it? I can buy luxury, like buying goods that I need. I've honestly often thought of this. Like that's right, we're selling meat. No wonder our meat's going down. We're gonna stop selling meat. We're gonna stop selling polished stone. We're gonna continue to buy tools, but we're gonna increase the cap. We're also gonna set minimums for things that we need. For instance, I'm potentially gonna start buying clothing at some point if I need to. But fish, no. We're not gonna buy these foods. We're not going to buy any foods, but if we get to a point where we need food, we can always buy it. We could even buy raw stone and stuff like that too. But yeah, let's just stop selling everything. We got taxes and we have the inn, and that's honestly more than enough for everybody. And here we go. Let's get the windmill at full. There we are. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. We got a lot of wheat just off those two farms right there. Honestly, it's surprised even with the ×3 bug on these fibers, they're doing really well. It's a very short distance for them to travel. I kind of like it. All right, we got another individual right there. Boards are okay for now. I honestly think polished stone is probably going to be the one that kills me. Let's get another dude for polished stone over here. Get some more people helping with the polished stone. Got one spot for polished stone in there. This is great. I kind of like having the stone maker right next to the stone storage like this. This wasn't intentional, but I'm starting to think that this is the OP way to do it. Just build all the stonemason stuff off of your storage. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's not bad. We got a lot of good things going on over here. We're running out of tools, so but we got a big old thing of cash. So things are really looking good up for us. 95% happiness. And you know what? They're doing a good job. We're getting a lot of stuff going. This is definitely looking very cool. Pretty much exactly what I wanted it to look like. So that's a happy day for me. Okay, and the meat is slightly coming back up. This is the real problem. I forgot to put the hunt. Yeah, man, I bet someone was screaming. Someone's going, "You forgot the hunting!" I know. That was bad. The hunting's all down over here now. So we're kind of clearing that area out. All right, we should be in good shape now. Should be in good shape. We definitely need to think. Okay, well, let's look. Where do I really want to start expanding over into this area. So we're gonna buy this area, and we're gonna buy this area. We're buying this area because we need a hunting ground. It's bigger, and the same with this. Okay, so now we can take that forester that I had, and we can start pre-prepping all of these areas for massive boar production. You want these areas that the thicker the trees, the higher the probability of boar spawns. So we're gonna get this area all set for us. We just need to keep that meat coming in. You can see they're eating a lot of it. There we are. More people. Perfection. Let's get the heavy stone. We're gonna need a lot of polished stone for these. We're gonna need a lot of polished stone. There's an enormous amount to be done, but we're doing a good job. Guys, got to keep the people happy. And yeah, I've been told you can do a C, and you can still get a lot of the stone or the heavy fortifications. But yeah, I don't know what that would look like. If we go into this, it kind of looks like you can put them over top one another, but I think you would want to be a little smart. But the problem is like, how do they get to these areas? They might have, you know, path blocking issues. You kind of want, you know, like a little bit of a disconnect between the two areas. So that will be interesting. All right, look at that. They got that one up. Pretty good. Yeah, this is looking nice. It's like a gated community over here now. Perfect. All right, they got that other guy up. Wonderful. All right, so we're just gonna keep going. Oh, it was a little small, wasn't it? Okay, this is how I want this one to look. We could definitely make these a little wider. Make sure that there's enough room for all of it. This is this whole area right here, though. And then once we get all the houses in, it's gonna look great. All right, so we're gonna need another church over here. And I'm thinking the church should go, honestly, like right about here. And we're gonna do a double wide church. 2 doors. Nice little statue in the middle here. Get the big crosses up top. Gotta have a bell tower. Right. But yeah, we can always expand this at any point. It's always good to have a few benches around. People like to sit down. Gives them a place to rest. A couple of bushes. There we go. We'll get that church up in no time. All right, well, we almost got all the wall up around this whole thing. Gonna try to let them get these other houses up. Unfortunately, we don't have it. And we're running low on berries now. So it's because we're eating berries on one side and we're eating fish on another. Okay. So yeah, we're getting a lot more peasants. We're getting a lot more peasants. You know, there are a lot of berries over here. And I think what we're going to do is this. We're going to do a granary extension over here. And we're going to have a berry collector over here too. Now, that way we'll have a local supply of berries. I think it'll be grand. For fishing, definitely think that we need another spot. We have a lot of fish. And yeah, it's not too difficult to get this going. Get another fisher. Make sure people are being fed. Perfect. We have 6 people. We have a lot of boards. I'd like to really get people into the right areas. All right. The others, we're getting a lot of people. So I guess we'll hold off on recruiting more people. I really hate to, though, because I know I'm going to need them for when I want to expand in a much deeper way. So let's just do it for now. Okay, we got the stonemason going pretty strong. I think we're doing really well there. Almost got the walls up completely around this part. So yeah, it's time. Let's get the zoning tool out. All right. I almost feel like a bridge right there makes a whole lot of sense. It makes a whole lot of sense to have a bridge right here. City stone bridge. Village stone bridge. I like this. Whoa, look at that. Stone gateways. All types of cool stuff. Dude, look how big that is, though. Oh my god. That's massive. That is just massive. Doesn't look like it can be... It doesn't look like it likes this spot. Oh, that's just the forbidden zone. My bad. Yeah, that's outside a wall into inside a wall. It doesn't look right, but this is like the perfect place for this. Another time maybe. Okay. Another time, another life. Okay, so we have a gate going there. I think that we're gonna have another gate going out this way. It's just good to have multiple points people can leave. Yep, there we go. It did it. Fortunately, I have to rebuild that whole section for this, but that's okay. 30... Oh, yeah, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah, the road will reestablish itself. That's fine. All right, we got our gatherers over here now. We got this. So we're going to do berries, and we're going to do probably more grain. I don't ever feel like we're in a situation where we have a bajillion bread, so let's do one more bread. And let's hold off. We'll see what we need. We're going to need more grain producers. And that will help us bring in the people over here. Okay. It looks like we need to buy this now. And tear it down. I don't know what this is. I'm going to tell them to not delete it. Iron. We don't need to delete that. All right, we're able to buy all the tools we need. We're bringing in enough of everything, pretty much. Let's get this other fisher up. This is going to help out tremendously. We have another berry gatherer. I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing A-okay now. All right. Well, we have this going up. So when we get it up, turn off. When we get it up, we'll be in good shape. All right. Get another priest. Cool. So we have ourselves 48 people who can pray over here. Multiple churches are always a good thing. But yeah, we're getting up secondary town. So this is the two area. Now we're going to destroy this bridge. I don't know if this is even worth it. Look how crazy this thing is. It's just like too much. It's just too much. I don't even know if this will cause issues. I know I like it. And that's the problem. 150 stone. Oh my god. Stone gateway. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool. This thing is a fortune. This thing is a fortune, though. But it does look really cool. It seems kind of silly, though, next to that one. All right, we'll just we'll keep it simple. We will build it, though, because it is really neat. It's a little too neat not to have. All right, we're in good shape. Luckily, the tavern's keeping us all afloat. But yeah, that's going to cost a pretty penny. All right. So I'm going to probably fast forward from this point to when we have all this material, because it's going to take a bit. So it'll be like a second for you. Okay, look at that. We got this area all for us now. So it's gonna get real. It's gonna get real fast. So we're gonna start building out a lot of wheat farms, start prepping for the future. I mean, we're gonna need a lot of this. So, I mean, we don't have to go too hard. We don't have to go too hard, but we want to be prepared. We really do want to be prepared. All right, perfect. We got all this area for grain farms all the way around here. This is beautiful. Got multiple avenues. We might need another granary at some point. You can see that they've already... They're already pissing me off. Okay. I told them not to do a road through here. What do they do? A freaking road. Alright. It's okay. It'll eventually go away in time. They had to build the thing out, but that's the danger. But we'll get there. We will get there. Alright, I got 8 unemployed. We're really starting to stock up materials. We got a lot of fish. We got a lot of meat. We got enough berries, you know, for the time being. It's not terrible. Things are going well for us. Now, once this gets up, we'll be able to see how well it does for us. Now, this is going to take a bit, but we're actually getting close. Look at that. It's just the boards and the tools now. So the tools are there and the boards are there. They just need to get their act together. We'll be in good shape. So, yeah, we got everybody pretty much around this. This is fantastic. We're going to need to get heavy density up here. Now, I could just do it simply with a tower, which is probably the easiest way. I want to see how well these walls do. You know, like we could start getting some certain things up. We're going to buy this territory too. And we're going to get that all filled with trees. So all we gotta do is get this up once, and then we're golden. We don't ever have to do it again. But yeah, it's gonna be all trees in here. Actually, don't want trees around this part, though. This is where the wall is gonna probably go. Fine. All right, we're doing great. We got enough shirts. We're probably gonna need to get that industry up a bit more. So yeah, this industry over here is definitely going to be growing. Let's get ourselves another weaver's hut. And another tailor. You know what, we can do that right here. That's not bad. What we're probably going to want to do is get this up now, because we're starting to industrialize. Perfect. Very good. Our Scrooge McBank. McScrooge Bank. Whatever you want to call it. It looks pretty good. I actually kind of like this look. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And we're doing well. This is nice. This is what it's all about. We definitely need a lot more. We have what's crazy is the one thing is producing plenty of wool, but we just can't process all of it. All right, let's go to the big book. The big book of things. And look at what we have. Oh, I forgot about this one last edict. This is fine. We're just going to decrease mandate costs, which is great. Let's go down the line and make sure we have all the trades unlocked. Perfect. All right. Let's go down this line and make sure a couple people Could not reach the watch post. Huh. Well, that's weird. It's alright. We're almost there at 150. We're almost there at 150 prosperity. That's pretty cool. Let's just start spending a lot of money for no reason. It's always fun. Start buying out these guys too. Alright, let's go to the big book of people not doing stuff. Go to our buildings. Oh, come on. Stop doing this to me. I hate these pop-ups so freaking much. Like, when you buy a bunch of stuff, like, I can't click past any of it. That's driving me crazy. Okay. Alright, hunter, woodcutter, carpenter. Nope, 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 not yet. Yeah, we got a lot of people. Miller. Alright, cool. That was a lot of people not working. And then the farm is about to go up over here, and that's great. It'll give us another farm. That should solidify bread production. We have 263 bread. Beautiful thing right there. Right now, we just need to keep the berries coming over here. That's great. Might need another granary at some point. There's one downfall to these expansions is that you do need additional granary workers. So eventually, you might even want to specialize in only like maybe 1 or 2 goods. That way, all your granary workers are focused on just getting those things to you. All right. It looks like we're just building it now. We have all the tools for it. So this bridge is going to go up here momentarily. And look at that. We're almost done with this. I'm actually going to prioritize this. Looks like they're on the last leg of it anyway. Boom. Look at that. Okay. So let's see what we got. Zoning areas. Territorial boundaries. Actually, I do want territorial. No, we don't. Okay. Fortification. So here you can see we have light and it does do light and heavy. Okay, cool. Good to know. It does light and heavy. So you just get that. You just get this up around anything you want, and all you need from that point is patrols, and you got your populations. That's beautiful. That's really good. Now, what kind of sucks though is that we can't upgrade this village fortification, right? Like, I can't just go into it and say, hey, instead of being like, I can do this, I can build over it, but I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the same thing. Ideally, that's what I would want to do, is build this all out in stone to match. That would be really cool. You may even might not want to do the light fortification. I mean, the light fortification is perfect for a medium-sized city, which is what this is. It would be nicer to have some other areas though. We do have. It looks like the house is going out. Cool, look at that. Got that house going at least. Perfect. And it looks like this road is gone now. So we can try to get this house up. Alright, I'm going to leave that there. But we're getting everything out. I'm going to wait to upgrade to medium density until all the houses are up over here. But this is looking fantastic. And we even have, you know, like, we even have a little bit of a spot right here. I think we could definitely fit a house. Just, we'll see. See, I'll just leave that spot there, and if someone builds a house there, they do. That'd be great. But this is looking fantastic already. I'm not gonna lie, this is looking great. Now, once I get enough stone, like I said, what I can do is parts list, wall selection. Wall selection. That would be one thing I think that they should have is an upgrade wall tool. Like I said, I can this is not the same as replacing it. Like, it will still be an element, but I think if I use the points, it won't cause issues. You can see it gets a little weird. It's already getting a little weird because the snap points aren't there. If you do this and then you say, yeah, okay. Let's take this to its extreme. I'm gonna do something stupid. No, no, no. All right. All right, we're gonna take a huge risk here. It's a huge gamble, but we're gonna build it up. We're gonna have some issues. People are gonna lose their homes, but we're gonna get this all stoned right now. It's gonna be great. We got it going on. We can do it. All right, this is all one big thing. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna prioritize it. We have a lot of people working for us. Might even force people to move up into the houses over here. So you know what? It could turn out to be just the thing that we needed to get these people's asses in gear. And I'm going to try to make this as big as possible. And we'll see if they'll build a house in this weird little plot here. We'll see what happens. These guys all have houses. I like that they're trees and stuff like that. We definitely want to do some beautification over here as well. And what's great, like I said, is you can kind of just go down the line with berry bushes. Or not berry bushes, they're rose bushes, sorry. Perfect. We realistically want any house that there is to be able to be upgraded, so let's do that for now. So any of the commoners can go, but yeah. So we're going to do another fast forward. I'm going to get this up. We're going to have the bridge up, but this is going to be, I mean, we're going to have a big portion. Let me go out of this mode. We're going to have a big portion of our city looking very sharp here in a second. Now, another thing I want to do, is buy this territory right here. I think it's time. And we're actually gonna move this over here. All right. And we're gonna build a village bridge over, like so. Hopefully they can freaking swim under the bridge. I don't know if they can. We'll find out. But yeah, we'll have a bridge there too. And that should do well for us. Alright, look at that. We got more tailor shop up. Cool. Get that going. Definitely need to get this weaver's hut up. Alright, so fast forward here in just a moment. So we're doing well. We got 400 boards. We got a lot of stuff. We can rebuild quite a bit if we have to. This thing just needs to be built. I'm going to prioritize it, actually, because I would really like to get that bridge up. They're doing a good job already, though. Oh, man, look at that. It was worth it. It was worth it. That is cool, man. That is super cool. I can't even look at this thing. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. We gotta, I think, like, at least get this one up. I think it does look better with just the one bridge, but there's something about having two bridges, man. And I guess, realistically, it's gotta look good. Alright, we can try that. It's a lot of stone. I don't know. We really gotta get the other wall up. I'm so spread. I'm so spread. But it's okay. We prioritize the other one, and it's... Oh, the other one already actually has the majority of the stone that it needs. 137 and 136. Cool, yeah, so we can do it. We're actually not that far off. We just need to get the stone, so we're good. I think this wall's going to get up. Now, we lost some levels in our housing, but we're going to get it all back, and we have the boards, and we have everything to rebuild it. Sometimes, you know, sometimes the dream requires you to make sacrifices. But it's looking dope. I'm loving this bridge, man. That is looking so cool. Another cool thing about this bridge is it has like decor and stuff. You can hang, yeah, you can hang these things off the side. It's really cool. Our emblem. Ooh, a little wall. Oh, that is neat. Look at this. We can put lanterns on the side so it's gonna... Yeah, there needs to be... Someone was saying, like, this game needs a night cycle. And I'm like, I agree now, man. Night cycle will be dope. All right, we're a little broke. The best way to get out of any situation is to make it someone else's problem. Let's just do a levee. Perfect. All right, it's just a couple of tools and we got our lanterns up. Perfect. Get this bridge up over here too. And we put the bridge right over the fish right there. That's funny. But we'll be in good shape. They can go across the bridge for fish, but I just want to have a way for these people and everyone else to kind of get across outside of the residential areas. But this bridge is much better than that other bridge. You can see that it's thicker and they can get across it a little bit nicer. All right, and it looks like we have 7 individuals and only 3. Okay. Well, we can start getting this area up. This area is actually a lot bigger than I thought. There is an enormous amount of room for farming over here. All right, perfect. Way more territory than I think we needed. But we own it, and it's great. Our territory upkeep's pretty severe. The upkeep in general is pretty severe, and the trade deficit, because of everything we're purchasing, is there. Once we get taxes coming in, we're going to need taxes now. But once we get that in, we're going to be doing great. All right, sweet. We got the second weaver's hut up. Perfect. Get that cloth going a lot better now. Keep our shirt production high. We're going to need that shirt production very, very high. We're going to need also over here, if we're going to start getting into commoners being in this area, we're going to need a good stall. Or a good stall for shirts there. And then we're going to need another spot for refined foods. Over here, we're actually going to need two refined foods. So we'll put another guy right over here. Oh, too far, huh? All right, well, we can put him right here. Be a little market around the church. I kind of like this little makeshift church market area. This looks nice. And we can always just increase the size of all this. So these guys can all go to the highest density once I get patrol coverage on them. Once I get this guy up over here, we'll think about that. I gotta get everything up before I go too crazy. So this is looking good over here. Just need some more polished stone. And this bridge over here needs that. This area over here, we almost have all the polished stone for it. We've prioritized this, so it should be the first thing that gets upgraded, hopefully. All right, so let's do another spot for wool, another thing for cloth, another thing for shirts, and then another thing for more wool. We'll just store as much of this stuff as possible, so we always have a bunch in the bag. And let's see what we got going on here now. 155 fish, 273 meat, 122 berries, 205 wool, 250 bread. Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great. We're going to get everything back that we lost. It's going to be beautiful. They're building it out now. Everything is exactly as it needs to be. Perfect. All right. Oh, it looks like we're full up on meat now in the granary. You can get, I think, the extension twice, so we're gonna get one more extension for meat. I don't think it's a bad idea. Let's see what we're working with here now. So hunting. Oh yeah, look at that. 'Cause we got our hunter there, and we got a hunter over here too. They're just going to town on this whole area. This is great. This is actually, honestly, very great. We're gonna have a lot of meat. This is beautiful. Wow, we were able to mass store so many boards that I don't think we're gonna have that bottleneck that I'm used to having with this, but that's okay. Things are good. Oh, look at that. It's almost up. It looks like we just have a little bit more polished stone to get, but then we'll have the whole residential area and the 2 cities will be born. I really want to have like some kind of, like I am slightly debating having a wall here, but It would look stupid, wouldn't it? There's no, I don't think there's any fish over here. Oh, there's one fish over here. There's fish over here too. Yeah, it'd be silly. I don't think that the boats though. I don't know how if they just travel right through bridges or they can travel through that stuff. So I'm kind of scared. This is looking really nice though. We're getting a lot done. Okay, we got more people. We got why didn't it do what I told it to do? All right. I thought I built out the worker capacity here, but still stuck. Still stuck on those. Okay. Yeah, I must have messed up. That's cool. We'll build out the worker capacity there. And that will give us a little bit more wheat that we don't need quite yet. Nice. We got stalls coming up. So over here, we're going to want to sell shirts. We're definitely going to have areas that are beautified and up. It looks like we actually even have all of the housing up now. Ooh, we do. Oh, nice. We even got the weird spot. Very good. Okay. Well, now that we got all that jazz done, this is perfect. Now we can go into creating watch posts. So this one's a little different. I think we'll want a watch post right here. And then we need to put a door on it. So I was told as long as you put a door on the watch post, you can make another watch post far away. That's not the case. So we'll just do another one. I think a watch post right here in the center area. I'm gonna raise this guy up a bit. I think that will look pretty cool. A little gateway. All right, so there's two. So one there. And then the second watch post. Oopsie daisy. We're just going to want to build these off as a continuation. Makes it easier to find this stuff too later on if you have issues. Second watch post, I'm going to put next to this gate. This is all cosmetic. It serves no real purpose. I just think it makes it look more natural to be next to a gate. There we go. So we'll get those up and we'll put patrolmen in them. And so we don't even have to use guards or any of that stuff. It's pretty cheap. But yeah, everything here is looking really good. I think this is the dude that was actually having the issue. Because he's inside of the wall. There we go. Okay, and that should remedy that issue. Guys, good over here too. Perfect. Yeah, this is looking good. All right, shirt production's doing well. Got more people for the grinder. Not bad. All right, and it looks like we got this area up now. Yeah, you can see everybody here is going to heavy density. So this is where 40 boards. Yeah. We're going to be in bad shape. We're going to be in bad shape for a second here. Very good. All right, let's go to the big book of people not working and go down the line and start assigning people. 4 to 4 bakers for sure. Carpenters. No, we have 400 boards. That's going to be enough. Honestly, stone's going to be the place that we're hurting the most. All right, look at that. We got this bridge up. That looks perfect. It's a perfect bridge for this. I don't know if it has any kind of aesthetic changes, but it looks great. So now they can get across over here. So there's, you know, food spots and all types of things. There's wells. There's wells over here. Yeah, we got it going on now. Mostly boards and tools for this, so. All right. So we're going to want a few of these bad boys. I'm just going to do it like so. We're just going to get the basic parts of them up. I mean, like, would have kind of actually made sense to do sheep over here to some extent. We got it going on over there. There's not like a whole lot of industry over here that I need. So I'll just let the houses and populations go for what they need to be. All right. Yep, but we're at another little fast forward point because we're at an impasse. So over here, I'm going to have meat. I'm going to put an individual into that. Okay, cool. So now the commoners will have a food that they can eat. We're actually going to need multiple I didn't think about that. Yeah, we got 2 stalls there, but what I didn't think about was over here. Is that we need to start putting bread on the market over here, too. We'll get that up. We're doing great. I mean, it's pretty actually amazing how much resources we're producing. What we could do over here in some of this clearing, or actually right here even, it's not a bad spot. This is really not a bad spot for the monastery because we can do a big old church here. This is a perfect place for the monastery. All right. So we're gonna do a monastery here. Right now we need to hold off until everything is up. But once everything is up, we're going to do a monastery here with a church. That way people from the workforce, people from here, they'll all have access across this bridge and across this area. There's a road access right here to get to it. And we can have the monastery provide other services and also just kind of look cool. We can have a fortified monastery. There's a lot of cool things you could do in this game. One thing that I'm kind of looking at is, let's look at the territories we own. So boom, boom. Boom. Right. It's like, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I have a lot of wood and I have a lot of things going on. I should let them build up, but I do eventually want to wall. Like, I want to wall the countryside with palisades and make it look more fortified than it is. But this is great. I'm really loving this bridge. I feel like it's getting a lot of action. A very popular bridge. All right. Cool. Yeah, mostly tools are holding us back potentially, but looks like we got 40, but we're going to need 10 a pop and then stone. So, and then boards. Yeah. We have a lot of builders. I think we're going to get one more stonecutter camp. All right. Our tax office, I don't think is going to cut it. So, actually, I think what we're going to do is twofold. We're going to expand. And we're also going to build another tax office. That's a funny watch. I just realized I put that up for the watch post there. That's actually a beautiful thing. Patroller. I actually like that a lot. It looks funny as shit. It looks super funny. Okay, and then a patroller. Perfect. Okay. So, now we can... Yeah, the patrollers they're gonna kind of share space. And that's just the way it is. So... Alright, that's good enough. So, the patrollers will come across the bridge, but, you know, they're all throughout this area. But you can see that this actually works out pretty well. We're projecting our population far from one another, and we're able to facilitate quite a bit. All right, so bread. All right, yeah, here we go. Meat, bread, common clothes, all being facilitated there. Berries being facilitated right there. We have 140 berries. Now, we did do an extension over here, and we only have 2 berries in there. All right. Kind of scary. All right, I think we're going to do another gathering hut over here. This is a great location for it. This is a house right here. That's kind of funny. All right, the berries right there. There's so many berries over here. It's kind of cool that we have, you know, berry collection within our residential. It's interesting. All right, and then the bakery, we're getting full up on bread. Okay. Well, that's a no-brainer. More bread storage. Ba-boom. Okay. Oh my god, my Alexa just started talking to me out of nowhere. Freaking scared the crap out of me. Just had a heart attack. Thought someone was about to smash my face in. Oh boy. I'm not going to sleep tonight. Freaking robots, man. All right. Well, we have a builder in this area. We have a builder right here, builder's workshop right here. So it's taken forever for them to get this area done. This is actually probably the coolest thing. Once these houses get upgraded, it's going to be even better. Oh, man, I'm loving this. This is great. Okay, got all those gents up over there. Now we just need to get this guy up over here, and we're going to be in good shape. We don't even have the cheese up yet. That's the amazing thing. All right, fourth privilege for sure. Residential taxation happiness effect is decreased by 25%. I've been told that the have one more concurring taxes without penalty is actually the best one to have. So let's get to taxes. We're going to start taxing people now. That's going to help us out a lot, especially these windmills. All right, we're in good shape. So we're going to build a tax office over here, too. Manor house, tax office. All right. Now, what's cool is you can actually do it as a tower if you want to. I'm not actually sure how I want to do it. Let's do a tower, but let's do these little guys off to the side of it. Makes it look a little interesting. A little different. Oh, that is cool. So we'll have a capacity of 2. All right. I didn't get the effect that I wanted, but that will give us 4. All right. Beautiful. All right, we'll get the tax collector up right there. These areas over here are great. We're going to put 2 patrollers in over here. That should help out. And then this guy can have 3 patrollers. That's kind of crazy because he's so tall. I might as well do it. This is actually a good spot because you can go through. They can go to all the areas over here. I like it. All right, that should do it. That should get us where we need to be. And so we're just kind of waiting on this last little piece of the puzzle. Looks like they're just building it. Ooh, we just lost a bunch of stone out of it. That's weird. All right, well, we'll get it. We'll get the stone. Let's increase the build queue on that stone cutter right there. Not stone cutter, that stone camp. We need a lot of stone. We can always pull away from these areas as needed. Not bad. All right, meat is doing excellent. All right, so what do I got going on over here? I got my meat box. Nice, I got my shirt box, and eventually I'm going to have bread, which is kind of weird that we don't have it already. All right, Pacino. Dang, dude, we're a city now. That's crazy. We did it. We're a city. All right, I'm trying to figure out if we need to do a little bit more with cloth production because it really sucks. So we have multiple weaver huts and it's just not cutting the cake. So let's get another weaver hut up. All right, perfect. I don't want to block the other guy yet. There we go, another weaver's hut. I don't think that we need more shirt makers. I think it's mainly just the weaver hut. We got 2. That should be enough. I think 3 weavers is good. We got plenty of wool from the most productive sheep in the world right now. So I don't know what they put in their water, but they're amazing. And then everything over here is fantastic as well. I think it's time to go on a beautification spree. So yeah, we're just gonna go down the center here. There we go. Everybody there has reach. Perfect. Just want to make sure everybody has reach, and then we're good. Everything's perfect. Cool. So all of them can go to tier 2s now. And then we'll need luxury goods and other things. All right, cool. So over here, we're going to place bread. Put a person in there. That will get another stall up. Got meat. We got shirts. We got... Oh, we already got bread. What was I bringing over here? All right. Fish, bread, meat, shirts. Yeah, we didn't need that. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll just do 2 breads. Because, you know, there are a lot of hungry people over here. All right, stonecutter camp. Get that thing going in full speed. Not bad. All right, well, look how much we're pulling in now. Tavern's at 271. The taxes, we're pulling in very, very small amounts, but that's going to change. We have a lot of houses that haven't been fully built yet. This house is downgrading because it's not getting patrol coverage. Sometimes if you don't, when it upgrades, you can see it can sometimes lose its spot. So, I mean, you could just, you know, block the whole area, and they're smart. They'll go to the area. We just need to make sure that we have enough patrol people. We move that tower. We move that guy. This guy is over here now. So hopefully he can get in and out. All right. We should be pretty decent. I have a feeling that we're probably going to want to get one more guy up because they're being a little erratic. And that could be dangerous. So let's get one more gent up right behind everybody here. Get one more patroller in the back coming out of this area. That'll be great for everybody. Okay. All right. I think we're in good shape. I think it's all gonna come along. Perfect. These, like, what's kind of crazy is these bridges take an absurd amount of time to build, even when they have all the materials. We're doing great, but yeah, they're really dropping the ball over there. This area is coming along really nice. Very good. And how many boards do I have? 200. Yeah, this is what I was thinking as I could build a wall, but I'd have to buy another region. Buy a whole nother region. All right, we'll leave it alone for now. This area would look prime. I think though that having just the walled cities is enough. I wish I could have like a naval boat or something. We don't have any navies. And one thing I am trying to figure out is how the fishermen move. Let's watch the fish. I think so this you can see, they can go right underneath the stone bridge here. These guys over here, though, I don't know how, they'd have to go underwater. So, this is probably fine. It looks like they could navigate through the middles there. That's great. All right, 144 pop. Very good. So every time we increase our population, we also increase the probability of us screwing up, which is fantastic, right? All right, so our church can do 60 individuals. That isn't not going to cut it. It's going to need to be able to do twice that. We're going to go into Super Saiyan Church, the double-decker Church of Doom. It does look a little insane. I won't deny that. Realistically, I just need this thing to be able to do enough people. We're gonna have a mega church once we get the cathedral up. Okay. So let's do this. Make sure they're all the same height. Make sure that this makes sense. Let's get the giant crosses up on the roof. Dude, that stained glass thing looks really oh man, that stained glass thing looks dope. Where can I put it though? Aw. Alright, well we gotta have a rustic statue. Gotta have a big old statue, some weirdo in front. Perfect. Get another door. Nice. The stone guys are going to town over there. Oh, I love this. Yeah, let's get this expensive shrubbery in front. Perfect. All right, well, we're gonna get that going, and then we're gonna be in good shape. It's gonna be a beautiful day for us. We need to get some more benches and stuff. Not very. I think our people are mad at me because we don't have cool things. So, yeah, let's get like a little park area up. They can sit inside of each other, which is really weird. So I'm just gonna have a couple benches. You know, and then you just have a little bit of shrubbery going on. I do want to give him some shade on the bench. You know, it's gotta be a pleasant experience. And then, you know, we can get some lights up around the area. It's always nice. Oh shit, where did it go? Oh yeah, it's still building. All right, I need a little bit of cloth. What else can we do? We got a lot of really cool beautifications now. Yeah, little archways. That's kind of cool, but not necessary for this area over here. Nice. Ooh, wow. They got we got some stuff. Stone arm. Ooh, wow. We got some new stuff I haven't seen before. Oh, the fountains. Yes, we must have a cool fountain. All right, the cool fountain must be built in the middle of the market area. It just has to be done. I know it's expensive, but I think we're worth it. Continue on my own. All right, cool. So these guys are getting up to heavy density, so we can have like 180 over here, another 180 over here. All right, let's get this individual over here. All right, we're full up on flour. That's not good. So we're not able to make bread at the rate. Okay, so we have more than we need. Fantastic. Boom, boom. Adequate size. Too large. All right, good enough. All right, there we go. Perfect. And then we got these guys going up over here. We're gonna have all these farms around this area. I guess it would make sense to have an additional windmill. Additional windmill. And an additional bakery. I'm gonna put that around the granary. And we definitely are gonna want to get out another granary depot. There we go, like so. Ba-boom! Everything is golden. We're gonna have all this grain coming into this area. That's gonna be wonderful. I don't even know if we need this spot over here. We're actually doing quite well with the limited amount of space that we have, which is amazing. All right, we got the tax collector booting up. We're gonna need a lot more of them. We got another tower coming up on over here. We can already put another patroller in. Yeah, you can see we're doing kind of bad on patrols. So they're kind of going all over the place. Very good. The patrols over here are actually doing pretty bad too. I got 2 patrollers over here, and they don't seem to be doing their jobs. I'm just gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna go crazy. And I don't know. We'll connect these bridges. I think ultimately I just need these people to do their jobs. They're going across the streets. They're all kind of intermingling, and they'll get it down. But what's interesting is, yeah, you can see the manor house here. When I click on it, I can get everybody going. Because it shows you all the subgroups and everything else. So I'm just gonna rehire, and I'm just gonna fire and rehire everybody in those guys because they were not doing a good job. Yep, there we go. You can see. I don't think we need a watchman, but I'm just gonna hire a few watchmen. Perfect. All right, cool. Look at that. We got the second bridge up, so they're gonna use that bridge too. Now we got 2 bridges. Yeah, I'm a little weirded out why the patrollers aren't doing a good job anymore. Ever since I got that second area. There we go. And they're doing well enough, but they're kind of like all over. I think they'll get the hang of it soon. Some of them are walking together. What I want is them all walking independently. Or like staggering behind each other so they can get multiple ticks per house. But yeah, we'll be in good shape soon enough. It looks like they're catching up. All right, cool. We're doing good. This is perfect. No access to refined food. Well, that don't make no sense. We got bread. We got meats. We may need to... I mean, we may need to build a village market. No, they got bread there. They got fish. They got meats. They got another guy for bread right there, too. Over here, they got berries. Over here, they got meat and bread. So they're lying. No access to water. All right. Yeah, these people are just being silly. All right. A lot of this, though, is just building up the houses at this point. And a lot of upgraded houses are happening right now. All right. We have 2 unemployed people. Nice. This is what we actually really needed right here. Shirts are going to go a lot faster than you think once we start upgrading. Okay. Well, it's time. It's time for a massive upgrade in our population. So we have 500 coins. Time to promote. So this is going to increase our efficiencies and productions even more. We have more than enough food. We have more than enough ale. At least I think we have enough ale. Or not ale, my bad. We have enough berry brew. So we have enough to start serving everybody. Consume this week 9. Okay. And we're going to get a lot more people coming. We probably actually even need to increase the capacity of attendance. That's about as tall as I want to make that. But that's quite a bit of people. Alright, we're at a really good spot here. Alright, well our fish are going down, and that scares me. I'm not even seeing where this fishing boat is. See fish over there. Alright, yeah, they're able to go under the bridge. Perfect. Alright, cool. So we can just have more fishing vessels over here. We got it going on over here. I'm gonna do another thing of fish. Gonna do another thing of meat. Boars are at 100. I'm gonna do another thing of boars over here. We're doing great on meat. This is fantastic. All right, and we got the berry gatherers. Now we got 224 berries. Okay, I can't keep up with this insanity. All right, that's fine with me. Well, we got another berry guy. So they're eating berries over here. They're eating fish over here. I mean, that's the way. It's actually a pretty good way to distribute the loads of your early game foods for your peasants. But everybody else is doing fantastic. We got plenty of room for everything else. We're building up the secondary granary area. We're gonna build another bakery. We got a lot of things going on. This is great. All right, man. I mean, we got it going on. So realistically, this is done. What we need to do is just let everything kind of do its thing. So this was a long episode. Thank you for watching if you've come this far. The next episode will be the concluding episode, and it's going to be very long. And we're going to try to take this up to as high a population as we possibly can. Overall, though, I think I got most of the build in good shape. We're just going to keep expanding on it. So this is going to be cool. We're getting a lot of the feel of the area. So stay tuned.